Right, this geezer, he works in an office block and he rings his wife and he gets no answer. So he thinks she must be at it. So he gives her a little while longer and he rings again, still no answer. So he thinks his wife's been at it. So he says, I'll ring her one more time and if if she don't answer the third time, I'm going to go and catch her in the act. So he rings her the third time and he don't get through. So he gets in his car and he's driving up the motorway, 200 miles an hour. And his heart's going like this because he's 60-year-old and he's got a heart condition. And his wife's a lot younger, so he gets really jealous. And he gets to the flat and he's forgot his key. So he breaks the front door down and he lives on the 60th floor and the lift broke. So he's got a heart condition and his heart's going like this and he's got to run up 60 flights of stairs. So he gets up there and he has to stop halfway to catch his breath. His heart's going like this. He gets to the flat and he's forgot the key to the flat as well, so he's got to break that door down. So he gets in there, his heart's going like that, and he runs in the bedroom, and there's no one there. So he goes in the living room, there's no one there, and then he goes in the kitchen, and his wife's in there making a cup of tea. He says, "Where is he? I know he's been here. You've been at it." And she said, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." So he looks out the window and there's this guy running down the path with his underpants and putting his shirt on and he's got his trousers tucked under his arm. So he picks the fridge up and he throws it out the window and it hits the bloke on the head and kills him. And his heart's going like this and so he dies of a heart attack. And so he goes up to heaven, and Gabriel says to him, "Well, why are you here?" And he says, "Well, my wife was cheating. I thought my wife was cheating, and I threw a fridge, and I dropped dead." He says, "Well, you're here. You deserve it." So he says to the other bloke, "Why are you here?" And he said, "Well, I was running down the path, I was late for work, and I was putting my clothes on, and this fridge come down and hit me on the head and killed me." He says, "Well, that's what you get for being late for work." So he says, "Is there a Mr. White here?" He says, "Yeah." He says, "Well, what happened to you?" He says, "Well, I was hiding in this fridge because I've been at it with this bloke's wife, minding my own business, and this geezer threw me out the window."